Hey guys, Bman here. Welcome to today's video. Today we've got an awesome one for you guys. What we have today is new weapons added into the game, and well guys, Bman's got you guys. We've got that instantly. You can get in and you can enjoy them right now. Have you guys got me? Get down there, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're not already, leave me that awesome comment. We'll have a quick word about today's sponsor and then we'll just get straight into this, guys. If you want to unlock Dark Matter, Abyss and Nebula camos in Black Ops 6 or grind them extremely quickly in bot lobbies, be sure to check out Mitch Cactus. They're the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, which will help you with weekly events and rare bundle codes for Xbox, PlayStation and PC. Browse their 1500 verified Trustpilot reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers. They're the go for all your things Call of Duty. Use code BMAN for 5% off, and thanks Mitch Cactus for sponsoring today's video. Now, this video here is going to be for Warzone and for multiplayer. This is not going to be the zombies method because there's been a slight little change that they've made to how we're doing things with over in zombies with all the camo swapping and how they're saving. So I'll have to modify that a bit today, and we'll work on that, and I'll try and get another video out to you guys for the zombie stuff and more on the camo swapping, guys. Now, you can still camo swap. We'll just quickly cover that because it's been changed. So you can still camo swap, and that will go into your classes. So these classes down here that I've explained in my other video last season, these still all work, guys. So you've got these classes down here that do not work. You're able to use these to run all the camos. You're able to camo swap into these classes. Okay, now this glitch is not new. I released this glitch last week over on another video, so if you have not seen that video, I highly recommend you go back and watch that video. It is the one that's titled "Do Not Miss This Video" on the thumbnail. Watch that video and you will understand how all of these classes down here work, how we've got them like this, and how we've got them so that they do not wipe. I'm not going to re-explain this every video on how to set this up because it's a long explanation, so just go watch that other video, get your understanding on how all of this works, and these are the slots that we're going to be using. So with that said, what we need to do is we need to duplicate and get over from private match the weapon that we have locked. Okay, we'll pull it over into the slot, and then we'll put it down into these slots that do not wipe like this, and then we'll show you how to use them in game. So let's go across into private match and get the gun over. Okay, so we come over into private match and you set your class up in private match. What you want to pull over onto online. Everything is unlocked in private match, and guys, they've also added back this Octopus HDR variant, so you can go and get that. As you can see, I've already got that saved with the nuke camo from this morning, so the camo swap still works, guys, and stuff like that. So what we have in private match, the guns and everything are unlocked. So we go along and we equip the Olympia into our private match class, and you can do the pickaxe if you want it and your other weapon. Set up your class with Overkill Wildcard. Then, once you're ready to bring this class online, we need to go across to any weapon that has more than 5 attachments on it, so it requires Gunfighter Wildcard. We need to equip this, and then we need to back out of here really fast online, and then when we get online we need to undo the Gunfighter Wildcard being equipped, and that will pull our class onto online. So we'll do that right now. We equip this, back out fast, and then as soon as we get online we say undo. Right here. When we say undo, you need to be fast at that point to be able to catch it. Then when we come across to our loadouts, our loadout will be sitting here that we just pulled from private match. Now, what we need to do is this will not stick like this. You need to get this down into these classes. So for this, we'll go along and we will delete this one here. And then to be able to pull this down there, we need to favorite this. And then we need to come down here and say create new. It will put it down here. Now this one here will wipe, but this one here will not wipe. So we come out of here, come back to here, we come back, and now we have this down here with the cool guns, with the camo swapped on it, and the weapons that we don't have unlocked and everything, and we're able to go in and use these in online, guys. So now what we do is we can go in and we can use these in Battle Royale. Now, with that said, now if you understand all these how all of these classes work and how to use all of these from the previous video when I taught how to actually set up all of these classes, you will know that to use this in Plunder, you will have to delete and duplicate this class into these ones that have do not wipe to be able to use the class in Plunder. If you're trying to use the class in Battle Royale, you will have these upper ones that you can use, and you can delete these classes, and then you duplicate this up into there and you use it from up there, just like we did with the no camos or anything, guys. Now, if you're in multiplayer, you do not use these upper classes. You will use the bottom classes. So you will delete this one and you will dupe this class into here and you will use it from there. You do not select these original classes at all in game. You only select the dupes. So you always have to duplicate the class somewhere else and select it from there. So if you're in multiplayer or in Plunder where there's respawning modes, you have to duplicate this class into a class that doesn't wipe. So you have to delete a class that doesn't wipe and you have to duplicate this into that class to use it. If you're in a mode that like Battle Royale, you don't. You can duplicate into these classes up here, which will wipe in after death in multiplayer and Plunder, but in Battle Royale it won't. So you duplicate them into up here. Now we'll finish the video with me showing you the footage of the Battle Royale where I go and use these sort of weapons. Now we equip gunfire and we back out to online. All the way out, and then we say undo once we get online. It brings our class over to here. Then we want to make sure it's favorited, and then we say create new, and we'll just create one more extra one. Create new. Right, so we got them there. Now we back out and we can go in and find a game. The things they focus on, guys, this season, this is what they focus on. Animating these loading screens that weren't animated before. Instead of fixing build caps and all sorts of stuff that we care about, they're doing dumb shit we don't care about. So, to use these guns, see these ones here? First, select the loadout that's not those guns. Then, load in. Then, come along, and you want to delete, say, we want to use this one. We're going to delete this one here. So, we delete that. Then, we duplicate this one. And then we use it from here. So we can even favorite that if you want. You can set favorite if you want and go and use it from there. We select that, and now we've got this, and we've got it between deaths as well. And we've got the Olympia shotgun. For some weird reason, that every time I come into multiplayer, they've reset all my settings, my graphics settings. Why am I at 60 FPS and not all my settings? Why every time do I come into multiplayer, I have to reset all that shit? Fuck these developers sometimes. But as you guys see, we've got our weapons with our camos and everything between deaths and all of that, guys. Simple as, easy as. We've got the Olympia there. We can use it even though it's trash. We've got our locked camos and everything, guys. It's just that simple. Let's finish the video, show you how to use all of this stuff over in Warzone. Okay, guys. Let's get our loadouts. Okay, so we go along. We want to duplicate our class. So this one here, we come along and we say a duplicate to it. And then we go along and we select the duplicate. Now I got this one 6, so I know that it was the original was in the 6th slot and the duplicate's in the 7th slot. So we select the duplicate and we get this here, right? And we get it with all of the guns, full class. So we get the gun with the camo we're not allowed, with all the attachments on it. We get multiple. We have this. We have the cool guns and all sorts, guys. We can just use them like that, and now we can use them this class. Now, next, when we go and grab our next loadout, what we would do, if we wanted something different, say we wanted one of these other ones, what we can do is we can go to these other loadouts above here that don't have locked stuff. We can delete one of those. Then we can go to that loadout, like this one here. We can say duplicate. It will put it up there. And we equip the duplicate. Again, you equipped the duplicates, okay? And you only touch the duplicate. And as you see, we can use blueprints, we can use camos we don't own, and everything. We've got the cool stuff and everything. We've got all our perks and everything, guys. It just all works. Now, Say we've just come back from the gulag, right? We need to get our class again because we already selected our class and duped it in the previous, but we need to re-grab our class again. This is what you'll do if it's in that scenario. So we'll come across to our classes. We'll find another one of these top ones. We will delete one of those. Then we'll come to the original that we're trying to equip. We'll say duplicate and we'll equip from there. And as you see now, we still get to get that other class that we had as our original one we got first. You don't reselect the same classes again and again. What you do is you do it that way. Simple as, easy as, so when you come back from Gulags, you can still get your classes with your setups and everything, guys. It's just simple as, easy as. So with that said, you guys know the deal. Get down there if you haven't already. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not already. Keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bman, out.